So we did the last half of the internship doc. We're gonna try the second question out, I believe. And here it is, question 2. And then we're focused on our mission to create a healthier Hawaii. This is for a Hawaii Pacific internship. Basically, I'm doing a marketing thing, and we are trying to go ahead and create a short essay. So the limit here for each one, this is the first one that I just did today. Max word count for each question is 500 words. This one is also 500. And I sort of already have an outline. I do not remember what I wrote because I must have. When did I write this? Like a week back, I think. I seek to contribute to Hawaii Pacific's health mission of creating a healthier Hawaii, both in and outside of attending the internship, by supporting the marketing team from the back, and most importantly, just being myself. The truth is that great things are accomplished as a team, and I seek to support the team from the back. So that kind of relates with each other. I work out with my dad. I keep up with my own health. So the other thing I think for this one was, what did I say? I think what you said was just being, that is the Korean keyboard, wrong one. Just being me. By just being me, I feel I can make an impact during that duration. And the examples for this would include working out with your dad, keeping up with your own health, and then the other part that's important for this one, I feel like there's something about like when you talk to people, and so like when meeting new people, and they get to know me, many times that means introducing myself and my lifestyle. And then during this period is when I feel that impact is going to be made. Now, I'm just thinking out loud, so things could very much end up being taken off. This is just kind of not even an outline, it's kind of an idea. We're coming up with ideas. I have a passion for marketing unrivaled to anyone else, beyond contributing with my skill sets. Beyond contributing with my skill sets when and wherever I can, I seek to further hone in my skills. Bigger picture, these skills will come together to continue working on my own side entrepreneurial endeavors aimed at helping people as well. Okay, so I have basically absolutely no idea what I wrote in that third one. But we can start with the first one. I think the first one is obviously going to be the most relevant. I mean, I guess we just have to list one. List this. So ideas would include supporting marketing team, by just being me due to my innate lifestyle and ambition. This is a tough one because like if you're selected to be an intern, I think the biggest thing is how you're going to contribute to their mission. And so the issue right now is that what you're signing up for, many people sign up for to become an intern for nursing or for becoming a doctor. For you, it's marketing. So I think you could say gaining deeper insight into the approaches, I guess you could say, of HPU, so as to be able to further follow that approach, and with every person I meet, even outside of that 6 week program, something like that. And getting deeper insight into the approaches of HPU so as to be able to further follow that approach. Maybe marketing approaches of HPU. I'm trying to think like what else. I don't know, to be honest. I guess creating a healthier Hawaii. If you're thinking about creating a healthier state, how do you plan to contribute to our mission and make an impact throughout the 6 week program? Okay, well, maybe that's where we have 3 kind of solid ones, and that's where we can go ahead and expand on each one, maybe. Supporting the marketing team. In what way? Okay. Making them more efficient and effective by doing tasks for them. Like, we'd have to get into the specifics of what the doing tasks specifically are, but for now that'll work. Producing content, utilizing connections and knowledge that I already have built from my marketing experience and seeing if it could be of use to help further the marketing goals, or the goals the marketing team has. And then I guess this kind of ties into the getting deeper insight into the marketing approach of HPU so as to be able to further follow that approach. I guess that ties into being myself. And I guess that could be like the second one that then goes into being innate. So we're thinking we start with supporting the marketing team, so bigger picture organization, and then gaining deeper insight into the marketing approaches of HPU. That would be second, because that is, you go from team to now the next section below that is, I'm thinking, team in correlation with your personal life. And the one below that, I feel like would be you just being you, what you do on a daily basis during that 6 week program. But it's during the 6 week program, that's the question, right? Um, so for this one, it's kind of crucial to add that I'm not so familiar with the techniques of marketing within the health industry so as to create a meaningful impact. Thus, by further understanding this, I will be able to do the same for across the work I do for HPU, personal branding, or my personal brand, my own marketing stuff, like my own marketing initiatives, and most importantly, I see it changing the way I socially interact with people. Okay, well that sounds weird. I'm not so familiar with the techniques of marketing within the health industry so as to create a meaningful impact. Thus, by further understanding this, I will be able to do the same across the work I do for HPU, my own marketing initiatives, and most importantly, I see it changing the way I socially interact with. No, I see it, and most importantly, by further understanding, I'll be able to do the same across the work I do for HPU, across my own marketing initiatives, and most importantly, across my own personal social most importantly with every person I meet. In a nutshell, I believe that if I am able to comprehend the marketing approach, the marketing approach HPU has, it'll enable me to find new ways of continuing to not get people, but like to push people, to push friends, to push the people within my social network to become better versions of themselves. I also need to tools, work notes, in the top left is not seeable though. It's a little bit cropped off, so. I think this is the real moneymaker right here. The fact that I'm trying to, if I'm able to comprehend the approach that HPU has, or that this organization has, the HPU in this case, then I do feel I will have the ability to apply that with my own social interactions, which is huge, huge. I think that's kind of the outline for now. Now we have to write an actual draft. So we can start this off with an intro sentence, just straight up answering it. If I fortunate enough to be selected as an intern at HPU, I intend to contribute to the mission of creating a HPU. I don't know if I should rewrite that though. To the mission of creating a healthier Hawaii by supporting the marketing team. I don't know. From the back sounds weird. It does sound a little weird. By creating a healthier Hawaii by supporting the marketing team. Maybe just keep it as is. And gaining deeper insight into HPU's marketing approaches so as to be able to apply these, or to, not to apply these approaches, but to find new ways of impacting people within my own social network. Even outside of the internship. Outside of the program. Even after I leave the program. I guess that could work. Okay, so that's kind of like the first section. Obviously, like, oh, this is one whole sentence? Yo, this is kind of long, low-key. If I'm fortunate enough to be selected as an intern at HPU. No, this is a draft one, though. It's a draft one. So just focus on writing everything out. That's all you got to focus on right now. Okay. So we got that down. That's the intro sentence. Supporting the marketing team for the first part of supporting the marketing team. I seek to do more than just doing assigned tasks. And find ways of supporting unconventionally. Unconventionally. This could include utilizing connections that I have built from my past marketing experience for events such as collaborations, suggesting agencies to put together a particular, okay, no, I don't know if I can go that far, but definitely utilizing the connection that I built from my past marketing experience for experience. I want to say utilize the information that I've built from the marketing experience that I've already had. But the issue with that is I don't want to sound like I'm coming off as arrogant because you're already talking about the connections that you've built. So we need to do this in a way that's not arrogant. And by no means do I know everything about marketing. So this could include utilizing connections that I've built from my past marketing experience. Because, okay, what I'm tempted to write right now is suggesting new ways of improving workflow. But you gonna do this as an intern? I don't think so. Suggesting new ways of improving workflow. Because what I meant to say was suggesting new ways of improving the workflow with not the sort of Gen Z experience that I have, but definitely with the experience that I have with things like AI. I mean, it is prevalent to our generation that we did use AI heavily. Finding new ways of working quicker with finding new ways of working more efficiently and effectively. I cannot spell today. Finding new ways of working more efficiently and effectively with my knowledge built from my passion of discovering new technologies and how they work, or discovering new technologies and programs, and being proactive in seeing if there are new ways I could help people. Not in seeing, but in asking, and literally just asking. In asking if there are new ways I could help people, or if I could help people within the team with anything. Especially if I don't have a whole lot of work to do. Something like that. Again, first draft, so it might sound crappy, but that's okay. So the next part would be wait. Okay. How does that help to create a healthier Hawaii? Fudge knuckle. Alright, you fuckstick. You need to pat your nuts in a bunch here. Okay, I intend to contribute the mission creating a healthier Hawaii. Oh, this is where we can talk about oh no, did I delete it? No shot, you just deleted it. Beyond contributing with my skill sets, when and wherever I can. I think I deleted it. Bro, you need a lock in. Come on. As an individual, I can only do so much to help the mission. To support the mission. Therefore, I feel if I can focus on bringing about the most effective work within the marketing team, I may be able to do my part within this larger organization / team. And again, we're gonna reword it. I don't know if I'm gonna use organization or team, but I may be able to do my part within this larger organization / team to help further the progress of the mission together. It probably sounds weird, but nobody really care right now. It's a first draft. All right, so the next way I seek to help or to support HPU's mission statement or mission, or to help contribute to HPU's mission, is to gain deeper insight. Is maybe we could go by gaining deeper insight into the marketing process of HP so as to be able to further that approach with every person I meet, even outside of the 6-week program. Oh, well, you literally wrote it out, so. I'm also familiar with the techniques of marketing within the health industry so as to create a meaningful impact. Thus, by further understanding this, I will be able to do the same across the work I do for HPU, my own marketing initiatives, and most importantly, with every person I meet. And most importantly, by further understanding this, I'll be able to do the same across the work I do for HPU, across my own marketing initiatives, and most importantly, across every person I meet. And then to further elaborate on this part, I think this is the part that's perfect, which is that I believe that if I'm able to comprehend the marketing approach that HPU has, it'll enable me to find new ways of continuing to push. What just happened? Okay. It'll enable me to find new ways of continuing to push people within my social network to become better versions of themselves. It's something I'm already familiar with. You could just say generally that something my friends have remarked on. This is something my friends have remarked on as a key part of my personality. Again, first draft, you're probably writing willy-nilly, but it is what it is. So we have 350 words. Not bad. I feel like for a first draft, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. question 3. Yeah, so this right here, I'm not going to explain everything because it's not part of the question. Again, the question is, our mission is to create a healthier Hawaii. If you select to be an intern, how do you plan to contribute to our mission, which is to create a healthier Hawaii and make an impact throughout the 6-week program? So, yeah, basically. Why do you want to be an intern at Hawaii Pacific Health? Okay. So this is the third question. What time is it now? 5:50. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest. I spent about half an hour working on this. I think I'll come back to this later, for sure. Well, definitely coming back to this later to revise it, like I just did with this. So we kind of have 2 down. We just need the third one, and the third one, you know what? Fuck it, we'll push it. Okay. Question 3, why do you want to be an intern at Hawaii Pacific Health? Go, lock in. Okay. The biggest reason that I can think of, or actually, we had a reason before, which was that you started out doing social media for selfish reasons, and then after it nearly destroyed you, you discovered that the best fulfillment you can get is that from doing things in hope that it helps other people, similar to this video, like how I am trying to hopefully get people to do work as I do work. I don't know, something like that. But key thing is, it's not like before I was doing video game content, and now it's much more predicated upon learning, trying to do more, pushing, something along the lines of that. And it's still like we're discovering it as we go, obviously. So that would be one of the reasons. Second one would be, this is kind of the big one. So we need to go back to this though, because thus with my marketing specialty, I feel there's no better okay, but I want to make it clear though that the social media stuff was not okay. With my current developed marketing specialty, I feel there's no better, or skill sets I should say, I feel there's no better, not niche, but field to put this to use than in healthcare. And more specifically within my, I don't know, maybe we can add that. And more specifically within my own hometown. The next reason was that I don't know if that should go first. Maybe we talk about the incident where you met the marketing director, and then you can say if you talk about it first, then you would say after that. No, that doesn't really work. I think you do this first, and then you say that it was then that you got introduced to the marketing director. Or I wasn't even introduced. I straight up just went up to her and then just asked what she did for a living, and then it just turns out she was a marketing director, and then she asked if I wanted to shadow her place, and I was like, heck yeah, because why not? I have to figure out how it's going to connect, but for now we'll just put I was first introduced to Hawaii Pacific Health when I was washing my parents' car. I saw a relatively new neighbor of mine come home from... Okay, now this sounds a little bit creepy. I saw a relatively new neighbor of mine come home from work, and I wanted to ask what she did for a living. No, I guess not. Well, I saw a relatively new neighbor of ours arrive home, and I went up to ask what she did for a living, or what her and her husband did for a living. I cannot type for my life right now. It just so happened that her husband was, you know, we can take stuff out as needed. Okay, I don't want to say too much though. It just so happened that her husband was a local movie director, and she personally was a marketing director for HPU. After asking her some questions about the field itself, she asked if I wanted to shadow her for a day, and I elatedly said yes, which I did. I actually did. Like, that was actually crazy. So I elatedly, I don't know if that's a word, said yes. So after that, during the time that I shadowed her, on the day that I shadowed her, I got to see how her and her team each individually did their work. And it was then that I found out that marketing for health isn't the same marketing, the same, I'd say selfish marketing or greedy marketing that my generation was so familiar with, that my generation and many other people are so familiar with, of aiming for constant virality and making high attention seeking content at the expense of high attention, not seeking, but absorbing content at the expense of others. At the expense of being humane? I don't know. It's kind of what it feels like though. We could change it as needed. This is probably a really, really bad first draft, but that's what a first draft is, and we're gonna have to change a lot after. It was then that I had a constant interest, I guess you could say, interest in knowing that I sought to put my marketing skills for something of good. I became really interested in working at health history, and more specifically HPU, after seeing how things worked. Team to work towards achieving something greater. Everyone was very welcoming and always open to both teach and see what I can do. Nah, that sounds arrogant. You gotta chill, bro. Everyone was very welcoming and always open to, okay, what am I trying to accomplish by saying that though, right? Teach is obviously fine. But when I say that they were open to seeing what I could do, or it's more about learning about me. Everyone's very welcoming and always open to letting me learn more. In addition to getting to know me as a person. I can't see a better place that I would like to intern at. And to both learn and contribute with my marketing skills, with my passion of marketing. Yes, sir. Okay, so obviously there's probably a lot of grammatical errors, but that's okay. 40 minutes, give or take. I'll take it. I think it's pretty G. Thoughts? for first draft, obviously, we need to revise it later on. But I feel like it's got the bulk of everything that we want down. And then, let's see what the word count is on this. 300 words, give or take. Excuse me. I think that's goated. What is that, 45 minutes? That's solid. Yeah, we'll call it there.